But I do want to say, Dana, the Justice Department, the Trump administration, they've been waiting for a while for good news from the courts after a string of losses, and they have been getting a lot of good news from the high court over the past few days.
She didn't have to say that. She didn't have to say after a string of losses. She didn't have to say that. She tried to carry it like she tried to act like Trump has been losing so much, and they just could not wait for one win, and they finally got one. So yay to you guys. I don't know if y'all noticed yet, but CNN has been trying. They have been trying to report some things honestly lately, but you can clearly see sometimes when they're on the screen, they do what they do. They try to throw a little salt. They try to throw a little shade here and there. So the Supreme Court blocks order requiring Trump administration to reinstate thousands of federal workers. On Tuesday, the Supreme Court blocked an order for the Trump administration to return to work thousands of federal employees who were let go in mass firings aimed at dramatically downsizing the federal government. The justices acted in the administration's emergency appeal of a ruling by a federal judge in California ordering that 16,000 probationary employees at 6 federal agencies be reinstated while a lawsuit plays out because their firings didn't follow federal law. The court's order involved a technical legal assessment of the right or standing of several nonprofit associations to sue over the firings. Justices Sonia Sotomayor and Ketanji Brown Jackson said they would have kept the judge's order in place. It's the third time in less than a week that the judges have sided with the Republican administration in its fight against the federal judges whose orders have slowed President Donald Trump's agenda. The court also paused an order restoring grants for teacher training and lifted an order that froze deportations under an 18th century wartime law. But as with the earlier orders, the effect of Tuesday's order will be limited. Many employees at the agencies will remain on paid administrative leave for now because of an order in a separate lawsuit over the firings. The second suit, filed in Maryland, involves employees at those same 6 agencies, plus roughly a dozen more. That order is more limited in that it applies only in the 19 states and the District of Columbia that sued the administration. The Justice Department is separately appealing the Maryland order. All right, at least 24,000 probationary employees have been terminated since Trump took office, the lawsuit claims, though the government has not confirmed the number. The coalition of organizations and labor unions that sued said it was disappointed with the court's order, but it said the battle is far from over. There is no doubt that thousands of public service employees were unlawfully fired in an effort to cripple federal agencies and their crucial programs that serve millions of Americans every day, the coalition said in a statement. U.S. District Judge William Alsup in San Francisco ruled that the terminations were improperly directed by the Office of Personnel Management and its acting director. He ordered rehiring at the Departments of Veteran Affairs, Agriculture, Defense, Energy, the Interior, and the Treasury. Out of all of those, I'm gonna let y'all know, out of all those, it would be amazing if Department of Defense could bring back their people. I just want Department of Defense to bring back their people, and that's for my own selfish reasons. I ain't even gonna go into it, all right? It ain't about my kids who got probationary jobs at Department of Defense, but I would like for them to get their monions. I would like for them to get their money, all right? U.S. District, Alsup, the U.S. District Judge, who was nominated by Democratic President Bill Clinton, expressed frustration with what he called the government's attempt to sidestep laws and regulations by firing probationary workers with fewer legal protections. He said he was appalled that employees were told they were being fired for poor performance despite receiving glowing evaluations just months earlier. The administration has insisted that the agencies themselves directed the firings, and they have since decided to stand by those terminations. Solicitor General D. John Sawyer told the court. So, yeah, they are returning. They are going to go ahead and back Trump. They're going to go ahead and say 16,000 of those people who were released, they're going to remain released until we take it to the lower court and see what happens. All right. All right. So they're backing Trump. I saw something yesterday on same thing. I'm just letting us know that Trump is getting some wins under his belt. He's definitely getting some wins under his belt. Yeah. And you already know it was actually reported by CNN, and CNN do not like to share anything positive that happens on the Trump administration. Y'all check this out. Let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Don't forget, gang, hit the like button if you have not already. And if you're listening to me while you're driving, make sure you're looking at the road. Do not look at your phone. All right. You can see my pretty face later. Yes, you can. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. All right, so check this out right here.
We start, though, with breaking news at the Supreme Court. It just handed President Trump another win, allowing his administration to fire hundreds of probationary federal workers. I want to get straight to Paula Reed, who was looking through the decision. Paula, what did they say?
So, Dana, this is a significant win for the administration, the fourth one that they have notched from the Supreme Court in just the past few days. Here, this decision is focused on thousands of fired probationary federal workers. Now, this decision will allow the government to keep those individuals off the payroll, while the larger questions about these firings are litigated. Now, this was decided not on a constitutional issue or really on the merits. It was decided on something called standing, which is whether the individuals who brought this lawsuit had the right to do so. And here the court says that the 9 nonprofit organizations did not have standing in this case. So again, this is sort of a technical win, but it is still a win for the administration, though it's unclear how this will apply to all fired probationary workers, because a separate judge in Maryland earlier this month ordered a pause and a reinstatement of some employees that are not covered by this case. But I do want to say, Dana, the Justice Department, the Trump administration, they've been waiting for a while for good news from the courts after a string of losses, and they have been getting a lot of good news from the high court over the past few days.
She didn't have to say that. She didn't have to say after a string of losses. She didn't have to say that. She tried to carry it like she tried to act like Trump has been losing so much, and they just could not wait for one win, and they finally got one. So yay to you guys. I don't know if y'all noticed yet, but CNN has been trying. They have been trying to, I don't know, report some things honestly lately, but you can clearly see sometimes when they're on the screen, they do what they do. They try to throw a little salt. They try to throw a little shade here and there. Just throw a little shade, throw a little salt in Trump's eyes just for a minute, just to let y'all know that they are in trouble. Y'all, I mean, they are in control. Y'all not in control. CNN run this. They letting y'all know that y'all don't run a damn thing. All right.